WRTR Real Talk Radio. Featured guest DJs. Original shows. Music news. The hottest DJs from around the world.
I like it. It looks fresh. Let me see the side. Let me see the side. You got bald spot. You got patches.
I ain't got no daggone patches.
Let me see it then.
Oh, annoying.
Hold on, I see patches. Don't you see patches, Larry?
You don't see no patches. I don't have any hair.
You need to stop.
I see patches.
I guess.
All right, I'm trying to keep it together, y'all. All right, welcome to a new week here on WRTR Real Talk Radio. Oh, it's a lot, but here I am. All right, my name is Marcus Smoot.
My name is Miss Lyric Bravado.
And it's your boy Tigger, man.
Your name Patches this week.
Whatever.
All right, what's y'all's moods giving? What's your moods giving this week?
My mood is giving busy. My mood is giving. I have a lot of shit to do this week coming up.
You preaching?
Getting anxious about certain things. But trying to keep it together. I just got a lot going on as far as my music is concerned. I just finished my second song, my second single. And so I have to go in the studio and get that mixed and mastered sometime this week. So I'm a little all over the place, but you know, I gotta maintain.
Nice.
That's the way I can.
What about you, Tigger Man? What's your mood giving this week?
My mood is getting booked and busy.
Your mood always gets booked and busy.
I'm in the studio now working on my first single.
Entitled I Be on OnlyFans.
You know what? People are actually starting to hit us up and ask whether or not that's actually true. I don't know if they're actually, looking to, touch themselves and flick their nipples or whatever.
Well, they do that already.
But you know what? Okay. Okay.
I'm just saying.
Sure.
They do that already.
Okay.
Well.
But you know what? I did look at porn. I looked at porn for the first time in a long time, like since my teenage years. I watched the porn just to see. Okay, so there's all this talk on the internet about creaming. What is?
Goodbye. Okay, next subject. Next subject.
I want to know what it was.
No, next subject.
Well, I looked. I looked. I was off put by it.
Secretion.
No, it's not secretion. It's actually, I looked up the clinical reason why it happens, but then which I won't get into, but it's just the thing of porn. I never understood porn. I just never understood people's interest in it. Why it's not like you're participating. What? Why are you looking at me like that? What?
Nothing.
Some people get turned on or aroused by watching other people do it.
But it's like strangers. It's other people.
Here's the thing. And this is I'm so glad you brought this up because 2 of my letters are talking about sexual related things. So thank you for that. That was great for that. A lot of people have this big misconception about porn. They really think that they can do everything that these porn stars be doing. Not knowing that there is things that have to take place before these scenes are done.
True.
Exercise.
not exercise. I mean, like, say they're doing an anal scene. There's prep that happens before.
Yes.
A lot of people have this misconception that you can just
do
this act.
Y'all ain't out here just diving in the booty, are you?
Seriously, straight and gay people think that you can just go and do this act off the whim.
They know their body.
And it's not. That's not the case. That's not the case.
Just
a lot
jump
of these
in
porn
booty
stars clean their anus out.
Yes.
You have to do that. You have to do that. There is no drunk nights. Oh, I want to do it in your butt. Like, no, you can't do that.
Drunk nights? People are doing this on drunk nights?
Yes.
Actually, that is a fetish for some people where they just like to do it just like that. There are people
that's on a whole nother spectrum. I'm not going to talk about the nasty stuff that people like to do. There's a lot of men that pay women to give head until the point that their gag reflex is initiated and they actually vomit on their privates.
Yep.
Oh.
That's prime example.
That's a thing.
Prime example. Sukiyana. She did it in her videos.
Oh, bro.
She did that in her videos.
I am upset.
And of course, we already had that. The person called in a couple years ago with she likes to go in showers. You remember that? That's a thing as well.
Yep.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
And then you have the people getting flown out to Dubai to get shit on. Or to shit on someone for a Birkin bag or however much money that they're getting paid.
They getting flown out to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get flew out to shit on people? You can do that locally. Most of y'all do.
One thing I say is, and I say it, but I know people are gonna go look anyway.
Gross.
Don't Google. And I say don't because I already know people gonna do it because I did.
They're on Google right now, girl.
Don't Google two girls in one cup.
I was just thinking of that in my head too.
Gross.
If you want to get through the rest of your day, don't do that.
Yeah. Almost.
But
the first time I seen
people have to realize that porn is entertainment at the end of the day.
It is.
A lot of those people are. Some of them are acting. Some of them aren't acting. Some of them enjoy it. Some porn stars just be like, "This is just another day." They don't even enjoy it. They don't see it as a sexual encounter. It's a business to them.
Exactly.
So people have to realize that porn is not real. They might be doing real things, but it's not real. Something that you can take and put into your private sexual life. It's a fantasy.
On that note, I don't even know. How did we even go down this? Because I said I watch porn. Okay. I was trying to explain that I was in a decent, funny type mood, but I don't know. It's hard for me to be happy when people that I care about are going through rough things. So, anyways, just trying to make it through the week. What'd you learn dope about blackness this week? I can go first. I learned out of the state of Oregon, Dr. Nakia Daniels was appointed as the first black woman to lead the Oregon Department of Veterans Affairs. She just made a significant step towards inclusive leadership. According to the report, the state of Oregon has officially announced through a press release from Governor Tina Kotek's office that Dr. Nakia Council Daniels has been appointed to lead the Oregon Department of Veterans Affairs pending Senate confirmation. So that is dope for her, and I will just say it because I know we're all thinking it. 2024, and they're still first for black people in a world that continues to operate in a system that blatantly excludes us and oppresses us, and then acts like we're to blame for our own oppression. Kanye. All right, who's next?
I can go next.
Go for it.
So what I learned black this week was Erin Jackson in 2022 became the first black woman to win a speed skating medal at the Winter Olympics, taking home the gold in the 500 millimeter final with a time of 37.04 seconds. Why that is so dope is because she literally started this journey in 2018, and within 4 months of her starting, she went to her first Olympics.
Damn.
So a couple years after that, she was able to bring home the gold.
I know that's right.
Never have done it before, but she trained up until that time and was the first black woman to do so.
I feel like if white people left us alone, we'd be a lot like, I feel like white people know that if they left us alone, we would champion everything and the bar would be too high for them to meet. So here we sit.
Listen.
Just saying. Black people magic.
Yeah.
What you got, Tigger Man?
Love it.
All right. I have 3 black sibling elementary school basketball stars make history with their own brand deal. The three African-American siblings, Henry, Ashton, and Hunter Jolly, have made history as the youngest athletes and basketball stars to launch their own brand deal with a major company.
Damn.
Together known as the Jolly Boys, the brothers have partnered with Chad Briscoe, founder of A Ball by Myself, to launch their own rebranded product called the Jolly Strap. And the Jolly Strap is basically, it's a strap that goes around, I guess, their waist. It's a basketball training product. It goes around their waist, and there's like a strap that attaches to the basketball. Mm-hmm. So when they're basically dribbling and running around or shooting the ball, the strap, I guess it basically brings the ball back to them. Once they shoot it up, it brings it back to them. If they're dribbling, and you know how sometimes you can dribble the ball and you try to dribble again, then the ball end up going somewhere else. When it comes directly back to you. So it's like basically a training product. And
that's dope.
Its market value
is.
Its market value was at $875 million in 2022, and that was set to reach $1.29 billion by 2031.
Let me tell you one thing. If I had that money at that age, if I had that business at that age, if I had that daggone gumption at that age, these kids, they setting themselves up for generational wealth, and I am loving it.
Yeah, two of the brothers, they're twins. They are, I think they're like about 11 years old or so. And the youngest brother is 7.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, man. We can't be stopped. I tell you, black people, we're going to be amazing out here. All right. So, what did I want to do before? Oh, I wanted to address one thing before we moved on to If It Were Lyrics. So, I want to take a minute out to address the people out here that have written into the show or sent us messages, DMs, yada, 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 asking for interviews or wanting to collaborate, network, and whatnot. I am not against collaboration. I'm not against working, with people or interviewing people and things of that nature. However, I will say that in our 11 years of doing this damn show, we have seen them come, we have seen them go. We've interviewed some really dope people, and then we've had some that have just completely disappointed us. So we're a little bit more selective about who we choose. Doesn't mean that, we think we're better or anything else. It's just the thing of where, hey, we're going to have that conversation of whether or not what you're saying and doing out here in these streets is reflective of that you want to portray on this show. And I feel like it should be that way across the board with anybody, don't y'all? Mm-hmm. I mean, you hold people to a standard or otherwise they'll walk over you. Anyways, If It Were Lyric, up next.
For a split second, I entertained the outrage around Barbie being snubbed at the Oscars. Then I quickly realized that the spirit of Susan B. Anthony is alive and it lives through her descendants. Starting with Mrs. Pantsuit, because why did we need this, Hillary? As a politician and somebody that claims to be an advocate for women, you felt that 2 women needed your voice because they weren't nominated for Oscars, even though the movie swept 8 other categories. But not a peep for women across the globe who are being enslaved, murdered, sexually assaulted, deprived of menstrual products, food, and basic humanity. And the Taylor Swift feminists have rebutted this by saying, there's room to talk about multiple issues affecting women. But even in the context of the Oscars, y'all are not doing what you think you're doing. It's fine to think that Margot and Greta deserved more, but y'all have believed that to the point of invalidating other women. A lot of people have seemed to forget that America Ferrera is nominated for her role in the movie, and she's the one that gave the speech that largely contributes to Barbie being known as a feminist movie. Then there's this review from the Los Angeles Times. Her referencing sex work and murder is her throwing shade at the other movies in the Best Actress category, some of which have more profound feminist themes than Barbie, and one of which has the first Native American woman to be nominated. But leave it to the girl bosses to say, fuck all that. 2 white women didn't get nominated, so feminism is absent from the Best Actress category. And the Oscars is bullshit anyway.
Maybe not what you should do, but definitely she would. If It Were Lyric.
Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's your girl, Miss Lyric, and I'm back with my segment, If It Were Lyric, where you all send me your advice questions in regards to your relationships, your situationships, and your friendships and everything else in between. And I give my 2 cents about it. If you guys want to continue doing so, please do not hesitate to send them to my Gmail account, which is lyricbravado@gmail.com, or feel free to DM me on Twitter, on Instagram, and on Facebook at Lyric Bravado. All right, so my first one is as follows. Hey, Lyric. My name is Leilani. Ooh, that's pretty.
I do like that name.
And I'm 35 years old.
Oh, no. I was about to say that's my niece's best friend's name.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she's writing into the show.
No. I'm wrong. That's my cousin's wife's name.
Okay.
She writing into the show. Mm-hmm.
Well, it ain't her because it says fiance in the next couple of words. I'm 35 years old. My fiance likes dirty talk. I struggle with it because it sounds stupid to me when I say it out loud, but I can sext just fine. It's so embarrassing when we have intimate moments because he is so vocal and I'm not confident in myself to match his energy. What can I do to get out of my own head?
Yeah, what can you do? Because I struggle with that shit too. Don't say no corny shit while we doing it. You got to get the fuck out. Get out. Don't call. Don't say cop. Don't say I hate that word.
Some
Go
people
ahead.
like that. Some people like
I mean, yeah. What I would suggest is to do and say what feels most natural to you in that moment. You don't have to force words to come out that you're not comfortable or confident in saying. One of the things that you can do is if you're confident in sexting, roll that over to while you're in the bedroom. Start saying some of those stuff. Look yourself in the mirror, girl, and feel yourself. You know what I'm saying? Get that confidence up right before, put something on cute when you're, in the house by yourself. Look yourself in the mirror and say some stuff to yourself. So you build that confidence up within yourself so you can relay that to your fiance. That's what I would do if I was in your situation. I'm good in that situation already.
I don't like it because it sounds like a narrator. I don't need a narrator, girl. I can see what's happening in the bed next to us. Like, what are you talking about? You're fucking me. I know, girl. What? Get out. Get out.
Come on.
I mean, to each his own, though. Some people, it intensifies the experience.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That might not be your case, but for some people, sex talk is a turn on and it makes it even better. And, maybe that stroke a little bit more forceful. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would do. That's what I would do. Yeah, like get it how you live, okay? All right. My next one says what she say. Okay, dear Lyric, I want to be anonymous, but I have a question for you. Oh, this one is long, so you're not going to bear with me.
Here we go. Let me take notes.
Okay. I want to be anonymous, but I have a question for you, and I hope that you can help me. My husband asks me the most peculiar thing, and I think it's weird. We have a great sex life, as we both are very in tune with each other. We have been married for 10 years, but together 15. We use toys to spice things up, but recently he asked what I thought about getting a sex doll. I don't know how I feel.
Wow.
I don't know how I feel about a lifelike toy into the mix. It seems creepy, but I don't want to shut him down because I get whatever toy that I want. We have discussed threesomes, but he doesn't want one, so I'm wondering why he would want this. Should I be more open to it? Thank you. And your show is hilarious, by the way. Love, R from Las Vegas. Girl, you living in Las Vegas, the most lit city in America, and you asking me some stuff like this? Girl, first of all, it may seem a little weird to some people, but in all honesty, what's the difference between that and those dildos that you got in your drawer?
Because dildos aren't attached to a damn Chucky doll running around your house.
No, it's lifelike. It's a lifelike. So it's like 5'3", 5'4".
That's even. Oh my God! It's like the size of a little person. Oh
no! I'm 5'3".
No.
I'm not no little person. It's the size of a woman. It's the height of a woman.
This is terrifying.
With like big ass. Well, you can customize them. You can cut big ass titties on there, little natural titties. You can get a big old ass on it, or regular ass.
She think he gonna fall in love with the toy.
Well, I don't think that's that. I think he doesn't want a threesome with a person, because I think that will complicate your marriage. I think that's something to look into. If you're able to get whatever toys that you got that tongue 3000 up in that drawer.
3000.
You got that drink that gets you there in like 5 seconds flat. You got all assortments of roses and all of that stuff. I don't see what the problem is.
Sure.
I hope you have somewhere to store that thing, because it'll be like kind of creepy if you put it in your closet. You open that closet door and it's a shadow of a lady like jumping out at you, and you forget to grab it. That would be kind of strange.
The toy will sleep with him.
But there are some people, like couples, because I had to research this to see if if this was something that people were really into. And I did.
Like me, I researched porn. You researched this. See,
it was on porn. So people literally have threesomes with these dolls, and it works for them. I mean,
it does.
Personally, I'm throwing that bitch over the balcony.
That is, and yes, definitely keep it out of sight, because that is a horrible icebreaker.
Yes, I would definitely.
That's not a conversation piece.
Find a good place to hide it within your bedroom, or wherever you want to keep it. Be open to it. You know what I'm saying? It seems like, from what you said, that you and your husband have a really good sexual chemistry. You've been together for a while now. You get what you want, he should be able to get, one thing. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes, you know what, girl? That joint gonna work in your favor. Sometimes you might get a little tired. You might have a little headache. Your back might hurt. You don't feel like it.
So pop out the 5'3".
You better go get. She's gonna be like, you better go get Tina out that closet.
Period, girl. And you ain't got to worry about him cheating with no physical, with no real live woman. He gonna be fucking the toy, and you gonna be right there rolled over, being able to get your little rest, girl. It's a win-win for everybody.
Is it? Because what happens if he gets too used to it, and then she be looking over it like, that 5'3" hussy is getting her life, and I don't even get it like that.
I don't think so.
Just saying.
I mean, it could, but discuss boundaries at the same time, because I'm sure he could feel the same way about them different size dildos that she may or may not have that are bigger, than his member. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you like that toy more than me? You
said member. We're so classy on this show. I love it.
It's growth, baby. But
it is.
That's my advice for you. Do you guys have one for me?
I do. You want me to go first? All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Dear Lyric, I'm about to be married for the second time. My parents love my fiance, unlike my first husband, whom they despise. We spend a lot of time with my parents. She said her fake name for her husband is Greg. So Greg and my father get along externally well. The wedding is this month. We have planned a cruise for our honeymoon. We have invited my parents to join us on the cruise because their anniversary is this same month. And they've never been on a cruise. My parents thought it was a wonderful idea. Now, however, they are wavering about whether or not to go because my younger sister has told my mother she doesn't want them to go and that she doesn't understand why we would invite them on our honeymoon in the first place. I am very angry and upset that they would consider changing their plans in order to make my sister happy. Should I confront her about her jealousy? Why would she deliberately sabotage our relationship with the folks when things between us are so great? What would Lyric do? Signed, Britt from Houston.
Brittany from Houston, ask your sister why she said it. It's your sister. Ask her.
Drag her.
Feel the way that maybe she didn't get invited. Maybe she want to go on a motherfucking cruise. Maybe she's one of those persons that, like, if I can't go, ain't nobody going. So I'm gonna throw a wrench in all this shit. I'm gonna knock all this shit over. Maybe that's what the issue is. You know what I'm saying? And if that's the issue, you know, why don't you and your sister plan something together?
That's cute.
Before or after your honeymoon. Just the two of you guys, though. Build your relationship. You know what I'm saying? Talk over whatever differences that you guys may have, because it sounds like there's an underlying jealousy that's been going on.
Sure.
And she might, you know, most jealousy is because that the other person actually looks up to you, that person. She might look up to you and not know how to express it, but negatively. So hang out with your sister, invite her somewhere after you get back from your honeymoon. And you know what I'm saying? Explain to her, like, you know what I'm saying? You're my sister. I'm always going to be your sister. I love you. You know, talk to her, have a conversation, and maybe, you know, she'll grow out of how she's feeling, hopefully.
We'll see.
That's my advice. And
congratulations. All right.
Aww. I love hearing about people that, you know, be listening to our show and stuff. I mean, y'all keep those letters coming. They really lift our spirits, I'll tell you.
Some of them, because some of y'all trifling.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, some of y'all be wild.
Next up.
Okay. Okay, I guess this person is anonymous too, because they didn't put their name on here.
Okay.
But, dear Lyric, my 30-year-old stepson, David, is a convicted sex offender, currently serving a 15-year sentence for possession of child pornography and having inappropriate conversations with a preteen that almost went further. This was his third arrest for the same thing. David is also mildly autistic. I am beside myself because David's autism, his family looks the other way about his crimes. They all send him money, call him, buy him things, etc. I have kids of my own, and frankly, the whole situation makes me want to vomit. I hide how I feel and try to be there for my husband because he loves his son, and it pains him to see David in prison. He also has been wonderful to my kids and raised them like his own. I'm dreading.
I see.
Okay. I'm dreading what is going on. Yeah, I'm dreading what is going to happen when David is out of prison. He has nowhere to go, and I know he's going to want to live with us. I am 1,000% against this, and I truly believe it could happen again. My kids will be adults soon and away to college when he's released, so I can't use this as an excuse for him not to live with us. I also don't want my home address on the sex offenders registry. The street where I live, is full of children. What can I do? I don't want to lose my husband over this. I love him with all of my heart, which is why I can't tell him how I feel. Every time David speaks with his dad, he tells him he wishes he were home with him. Please help.
Damn. Remember what I said?
Heavy as shit.
Remember what I said about y'all writing in them letters? I'll take it back. I take it back.
This is a very touchy topic. I'm gonna have to take my time with this one and think about what I want to say carefully.
Hydrate, girl. Hydrate.
First and foremost, let's address your feelings about not wanting him to stay there. Very valid. Very valid and understandable. Not wanting to have your address associated with that type of crime. I mean, who would want that? Who in their right mind would say, yes, I accept that? You're definitely gonna have to talk to your husband about this. It is not gonna be a pretty conversation. People are very sensitive when it comes to their children, especially in blended families such as yours. sometimes they'll know what the right thing is, but they not necessarily want to hear it. So you're going to have to tread lightly with this conversation and really think about what you want to say when you have this conversation with him. It may affect your relationship with your husband. I'm not going to lie. However, I'm not sure how strong your relationship is with him. You haven't really said, the length of how long you've been with him. You didn't go into great details about that. As far as their family dynamic, I can say that I'm not surprised by this. Just like, I don't know if you're brown, black, white, whatever.
There's already stigmas.
But a lot of times in the Black community, we have seen time and time again where family brushes things under the rug.
Hallelujah.
The uncle, the cousin, sometimes the dad, sometimes even the mom, sometimes the aunts have molested the children in the family. And no accountability happens. And that's a problem. Because of course you can love your family, but it needs to be some sort of boundaries. It needs to be boundaries. And things don't need to be quiet when it comes to things like that. I understand how you feel. One thing that I would say and suggest is move. And you might be like, why is she telling me to move? Move near a school. Move near a school.
And then the options off the table.
Not allowed to live at your address.
Or you could just say no.
But no. Say no. But it sounds like there's a lot of things going on with the family. And she might already live near a school. I don't know. You weren't very detailed in your letter. But if you live close to a school, he cannot legally live in that home. When he goes to register, they are going to look and see how far away he is from a public school. And they are going to deny that. He is going to have to find a home away from there. So that may be something that you want to look into as well. Other than that, that is very, that is heavy, girl.
Wow. That is a lot.
That's one of the heaviest ones this year, I will have to say. But I wish you luck.
All right.
I had to drink some water after that.
No, that's she said she had to drink some water off of that.
Jeez.
Yeah.
All right.
But as always, thank you guys very much for tuning in to my segment and sending your questions. I'd love to hear them. Some of them you guys need to edit them. So I can get to as many that I can. But other than that, if you have any more questions, send them to my email at lyricbravado@gmail.com. Shoot me a DM on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook at Lyric Bravado, and I'll see you next time.
Alrighty. The edible just hit, so I guess it's time to troll with Tigger. Up next. Look at God.
To all the homosexuals out there, hey homosexuals, how y'all doing? I love y'all. I really do. If I didn't, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Now, there's a time and a place for certain shit. Now, some of the gay shit, we gotta cut out. Now, I understand all this freedom of expression. Accept me for who I am. I am who I am. I was born this way. All this Lady Gaga shit, I get it. I understand all that, niece, but you gotta dress for the occasion. You in here going to these job interviews and shit like you going to the Renaissance. Bitch, you are applying for Pepco. Take them furry boots off, that sequence headband, bitch, okay, and them green contacts. You scaring the shit out of these people. They think you a motherfucking witch. And then some of y'all, not all of y'all don't know shit. Don't have a clue about nothing, bitch. It's a full name on the fucking application. You putting your Instagram name. Sweet Charlie _ Raspberry. The application asking you for references and shit. You put the shade room and telling the people at the job site, yeah, y'all can just contact the people that reposted my video. They know of me. I went viral. You know, the internet raising a lot of these motherfuckers, so that's how they think. The fucking people at the job say, well, what was the last place of your employment? Gag City? What you do there? I'm a barb. Well, why you leave? I didn't leave. I still work for her because my motherfucking boss is a motherfucking monster. The motherfucking man or the woman that's conducting this fucking interview, bitch, they looking at you confused as shit. So then they ask you the final question. Well, why you want to work here? Because y'all got a lot of electricity and I want to keep my phone charged. Yeah, you have a good day. We'll call you.
If it's on your timeline, he's already seen it. Time to troll with Tiggerman.
Welcome to a new segment of Trolling with your boy Tiggerman. Now, when I say trolling, I'm trolling social media for gossip, international news, local news, and also what's going on in your bedroom. Feel me? Now, speaking of sex offenders.
Okay.
I know y'all been seeing all this crap going on with Nicki Minaj and Megan.
Wow. Didn't see that segue.
Yes.
Oh.
So basically, Megan, she released a diss track called Hiss. Called Hiss over the weekend. She basically said that she was gonna she made good of her promise that she was gonna fire back at all the critics that has been coming after her over the whole Tory Lanez situation when she got shot in her foot.
The barbs are shook.
We can't hear you, Lyric.
She knows.
Anyway, so Megan dropped this diss track called Hits on Friday. And in her song, in the lyrics, she goes, well, basically everybody thinks she was taking shots at Nicki Minaj and her husband, her fiance, or whoever the hell he is. But anyway, I'm sorry, give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back.
Bad dog.
My dog.
Woo!
Don't be talking about Nicki Minaj like that.
Right.
Anyway, so
your dog is a bar, bitch.
My dog is attacking me because I'm going to start talking about Nick. Yeah. But anyway, in her lyrics, she goes,
oh my God.
She goes, these hoes don't be mad at Megan. These hoes mad at Megan's law. I don't really know what the problem is, but I guarantee y'all don't want me to start. Bitch, you a pussy. So, Megan's law basically states, it states it's mandatory that alleged sex offenders have their info made public. And remember, Nicki Minaj's husband, he never registered himself in what was it, California, Los Angeles, somewhere. He never registered himself as a sex offender.
Oh.
And so she was cut. So everybody's saying that she was coming after Nicki and her husband over that. Ooh. So after that was released, Nicki went on a tantrum. She started tweeting like crazy on Twitter, making videos and stuff too on Twitter. Just coming after Megan. Megan has not yet responded to her yet. I don't even think she is going to respond to her. But yeah, so Nicki was just basically going off, and she just released a snippet of her diss song that she's coming out with at Megan, talking about her feet.
Oh no!
She got big feet first because she got shot in the foot.
Oh no!
And talking about her, she got big feet. Now,
shot toe.
2 foot, red
yes,
foot, blue foot.
Yes.
Shut your ass up.
Yes. So
that shit's stupid.
So
not the shot toe.
In a little snippet of the video she released on social media for her new diss song, she goes, "Bad bitch, she like 6 foot. I call her Bigfoot. The bitch fell off. I said, get up on your good foot."
Corny. And
but
I wish she would have just stayed quiet. Beyonce would never.
Exactly. And she's been like going off on Twitter, non-stop going off on Twitter, just posting all kinds of stuff, hashtagging Megan. But like I said, Megan hasn't even, yeah, exactly. But Megan has not yet responded to her. And
I hope she don't. She need to come out with yet another song.
She not. I don't think she's gonna respond to it either.
No, come out with another song saying some more shit. That's what I want Megan to do.
Exactly.
Capitalize off this shit. Don't say nothing to that girl. Let her sit.
That's what she's doing. That's what she's doing. That's why I don't think she responded to her yet. And then to make it even worse,
let's talk about it.
To make it even worse, she mentions Megan's mom. And you know her mom passed away a few years ago from, I believe, brain cancer or something like that. And so she said something about I guess digging her mom up from the grave and apologizing to her.
She said, "Stop lying on your dead mama."
Yeah, stop lying on your dead mama.
And she made a song about it, like a little jingle about it. I was like, girl. Listen,
a jingle about that. Literally a career.
You're gonna get an emotional response and a physical action when it comes to me, because bitch?
You have a career. You have a career in wordplay, and you can't come up with nothing better than making fun of somebody's dead mama? Really? Girl?
Yep.
Smack her for me.
I said, ain't this some
My hand busy about to smack Taylor before being here in Baltimore.
But yeah. Okay, so next up we have Pharrell Williams. He has teamed up with the Toys Lego.
Okay.
He's teamed up with them. He's teamed up with them and is going to be releasing a movie based on his.
Wait a minute, hold on. Did you just say you thought he said Egos?
I said Lego, like that toy.
Yeah, I said, what we talking? He about to be on a waffle, my nigga? The fuck?
What? The light skin waffles. What the hell?
I'm not eating Pharrell waffle.
I'm sorry.
Out of here.
That shit threw me off. I was like, wait, Egos? Oh, shit.
That's stupid. But anyway, he's making, a movie of his life story, but he's doing it through Lego, the Legos company. So he announced on Friday that he was partnered with the toy giant to tell his tale and sharing a first look at the first poster of the movie about his life.
Tomatoes.
Yeah.
So my thought is that Pharrell got like real high, right? And he was like, you know what I'm gonna do to tell my story? I'm gonna do some shit. I'm gonna do some shit ain't no niggas did before. Exactly. Ain't nobody did that shit before. And
that's what it sound like. No, Pharrell. I mean, Legos,
it's gonna be Legos.
Come on, bro.
Legos.
Ain't nobody gonna do this shit. Watch, niggas gonna be trying to copy. We won't. You gonna have some big ass yellow Legos.
What you say?
I mean, is it even gonna be kid friendly?
See, that's the thing. I don't know.
How would something like that work?
Exactly.
Like, you gotta, when you tell your life, don't be leaving like little bits and pieces out to make it family friendly. Nah, we want to see that gutter shit. We want to see what you did. You know how you got it out the mud, like for real, for real. We want to see everything.
And ain't Pharrell's short, but still, I don't want to see no 5'9" yellow Legos standing up next to. Oh, that's scary. Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Now we have Tiana Taylor and Iman Schubert.
Ciao.
Oh yeah. Tiana Taylor says Iman is playing dirty in their divorce war, claiming he's slowly shutting down all the utilities in the home where she lives with their 2 children.
That is so ignorant. How you gonna turn off the lights and your baby's in there? You bitch.
Yeah.
He's a bitch.
In a new court filing, Tiana attorneys say she woke up this month in their Georgia home they used to share, only to discover the Wi-Fi and cable was cut off. And one day later, the water stopped running, and she's fully laying blame on Iman.
I mean, but why she? I mean, even if that's the case, why not get it turned on in your name since he's no longer in the residence?
Exactly.
I mean, that don't
exactly
shit like that seems petty to me. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel her. Like, why are you shutting off the utilities? Our kids are here. At the same time, you're their mother, so you got to do what you got to do, like in those instances, and get that shit turned the fuck back on.
Yes.
Fuck that nigga.
Yeah, it says, according to the documents obtained, Iman moved out back in October, and shortly thereafter, Iman's brother, who handles his personal affairs, told Tiana Iman intended to shut off the power. Since then, she claims Iman hasn't paid a cent of child support or covered any of the kids' expenses, including food and clothing costs.
You
With
can't
the
do
water,
that to the baby.
cable, and Wi-Fi now gone.
First of all, did they go to court for that shit yet? Child support, or you just saying he owe you child support just to be saying?
Right, exactly.
Y'all, first of all, y'all not even divorced yet. That shit happens during the fucking divorce. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta get this shit together. You just can't be like, oh, you gotta pay me child support. Ain't no judge told you that yet. Your divorce is still pending.
Exactly.
And then babies cannot be meant to suffer for y'all's bullshit, yo. You run around here turning off your baby can't. You're about to get an F in school because they can't look shit up on Google.
That's the one. Y'all gotta stop being petty and having these kids suffering behind it. That's some bullshit.
Yes. All right. Next up, Mary J. Blige. So I know y'all heard about the Lovers and Friends tour that's supposed to be coming up, right? So Mary J. Blige was listed on
another one. Because didn't they already have a Lovers and Friends joint with Lil Jon and all them?
Tell me again.
Yes, well, I guess it's supposed to be another one coming. But
tell me again, little bitch, that we be lovers and friends. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Okay, thank you.
Anyway. No, you didn't do my favorite part.
I want to know, baby.
Y'all,
I've been knowing you for a long time. Shorty.
But tonight I seen something.
I can't believe we used to be like funny and hard and that shit.
Listen, you couldn't have told us we wasn't bad back then. When that shit came on, niggas got real swole. Like all of a sudden, niggas, their arms was real skinny. They just got real muscles and shit. They was flexing. Like,
niggas in the club was singing that shit with their chest, yo.
Oh, yeah.
And then girls had they weave all on them and stuff and just grinding and stuff. Yeah, that was a time. That was a time.
But anyway, so on the flyer, of course, Mary J. Blige's name was mentioned on it. But then she went on, I guess, social media or whatever, and announced that she was not performing, and her name was on there in error. So then, next day later, she announces that she is performing. And her name was this time her name was moved up on the flyer.
Of course,
and it was in big letters. Because
you're gonna stop reading after the first 2 or 3 names anyway, so they need to catch your eye and figure out, if you're gonna listen or not. Oh wow, that's it. I see it.
Yeah. And so
wait till my rant.
Yeah. So then, okay,
we don't talk about this shit.
So now that her name has been moved up on the flyer in big letters to make her look like she's one of the headliners of the tour, she's now announcing that she is performing. So she posted that on social media with a little giggling emoji. Because now that her name's, they bumped her up from, because Alicia Keys is one of the people on there, and Ashanti was above Mary J. Blige, but now she's below Mary J. Blige on the flyer.
Ciao.
Yeah, and other artists like Gwen Stefani, Nelly Furtado, Sierra, Snoop Dogg. It's a whole rack up. So now she's happy about that. Okay, now I have Jocelyn Hernandez. She has finally learned her fate following the Wild 2023 fight backstage at the a concert in Miami. No, that wasn't at a concert. That was at the fight. I mean what's his name? The boxer.
I don't know none of them people.
He said, I don't know.
I don't know none of them.
I stopped watching after Love and Hip Hop.
My God. But anyway, after that whole brawl, after a fight or whatever, a boxing match, after that whole brawl. But anyway, now she has finally learned her fate, and she has been charged, and she's been sentenced to a 29-week batterers intervention program class online that she has to do with random drug testings. And of course she's going to be on probation.
Of course.
So she's learned her fate. Yeah, so she's sentenced to 2 years of probation. Yeah. Next up we have Trey Songz.
What did he do?
That sexual assault lawsuit.
Which one of y'all?
That was being filed against him last year.
Got a sexual assault?
Has been dismissed.
I'm sorry.
Has been dismissed because the judge said that the woman who was accusing him of sexual assault never responded to Trey Songz's motion to dismiss. So her complaint was out. It was out of the court. So he got off on that. And this was the one where supposedly he exposed some female breast. Yeah, at a casino back in.
Y'all just out here exposing titties,
right?
Right.
Which one of y'all?
Exactly.
Want to see some titties? That is so bad. He's horrible. That's horrible. Why would you do this?
Keke Palmer tried to tell y'all. So
no, it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
I just pull your bra down low and expose what nobody's supposed to show.
I cannot.
Right, go ahead.
Okay. And next I have is Tina Knowles, Beyonce's mom. So
what's going on?
A lot of people have been attacking her. A lot of people have been attacking her.
Oh, what you won't do
over this post that I guess a fan of Janet Jackson had posted about Janet Jackson's. Well, no, a Beyonce fan had posted about Janet Jackson VIP tour tickets. They I guess they were like real high.
$3,000. I seen.
No, it was. I think Well, it could have been a little bit more than that though.
It was. I seen.
But
screenshot the tickets.
But the person posted went on Instagram and was like, what they said? Oh, they were just saying that they were high, and who do Janet Jackson thinks she is? Queen B, like comparing her to Beyonce. It was like, who does she think she is? Queen B?
Why do y'all keep doing this?
And so Tina Knowles liked that comment. She liked that post from that person who posted that. And everybody saw that and was like, oh, is she trying to be funny? Is she trying to come for Janet Jackson?
Okay.
I don't think so.
Yeah, so people have just been coming after her. So she went on social media and was just basically saying that she is saddened that people would think that she's hating on Janet Jackson. She said Janet Jackson is an icon. She said when Beyonce was with Destiny's Child. I did read about this. Yeah, she said when she even took Destiny's Child to a Janet Jackson concert when it was like 15 years old. And they've always looked up to her. There's no reason for her to be hating on Janet Jackson at all. She's a legend. Right. So yeah, on that.
I think it was a mistake because you don't know how many fucking pages I done scrolled on and accidentally liked. But bitch, I take my like back because
right.
I know you fucking like.
Miss Tina and them are high. She's sitting back. She ain't paying attention to nothing.
Probably just saw the word Beyonce and liked it. Let's be clear.
Right. There's some stuff that like I've posted that my mom is like, and I'm like, girl, take that like off of there. That ain't for you. Like, I mean, it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it happens.
Be doing stuff.
Right. Like, put your phone down, girl. Like, what are you doing?
Yes.
But no, I get it. It can happen.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think it was an accident. People need to lay off, like, not too much on Tina knows, okay?
Right.
Exactly.
I get it.
Okay, and last up, 50 Cent.
Okay.
Have y'all seen the current pictures of 50 Cent?
I stopped listening
because he lost all that weight. He's back small again.
He trying to look like me. Yeah.
Well, he went on. Well, people were making comments on his pictures and stuff, saying that he just had a drastic weight loss. He must be taking that what is that Ozempic? Yeah, Ozempic. And he posted on Facebook. He was like, "Let me be clear.
What is Ozempic?"
Ozempic.
It's a medicine for people who have diabetes.
And
one of the side effects, it causes people to lose a tremendous amount of weight really quickly. Mm-hmm. So now you have diet doctors who will prescribe Ozempic for those.
And a lot of celebrities
who lose weight.
Yeah. So the new trendy.
I know that it works because one of my family members, I won't say which one.
I got two that's taking.
He takes it, and he's lost a tremendous amount of weight. And every time I see him, I'm like, "Dang, like you getting tiny, ain't it?"
Yeah, I have.
It works.
So basically, like the new trendy fat drug. Got it.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, but it's not supposed to because it's kind of fucked up, to be honest. Because when it first came out into market, the people who really needed it, like the diabetic patients, couldn't get it because it was never in stock because of the people trying to lose weight.
Oh, that's fucked up.
So
diabetes. Like diabetics can't get their medicine because you want to look like you snatched.
People were beefing in the comments and stuff online on all the social media platforms that I have seen about this topic.
It's
wild.
Yep.
See, this is why my timeline is set up like it needs to be set up, because I don't see shit like this. I'm not about to be going back and forth with people over motherfucking diabetes medicine.
Yep. But he just wanted to set the record straight and was like, he is not taking it. He never took it. He's been in the gym working out and getting ready for his tour thing or whatever he's supposed to be doing. So he was just letting everybody know he is not on it. So everybody out there that think he's taking it, he is not taking it. But guess what? I'm about to get prescribed on it.
No! He ain't shit for that. Niggas went through all of that shit to talk shit, and here he comes.
Wait, are you serious?
I'm just saying. No, I'm just playing.
I was about to say.
Anyway, this wraps it up for this week's segment of Trolling with your boy Jigga Man.
Yep. So I guess I'm up next with The World Without Seasoning. We'll be right back.
You said, I hope they don't vote for the orange buffoon. He's just as bad. This comment comes from a video where there's Palestinian Americans that are testifying against this government for the complicity of supporting a G-side. Now, you said, I hope they don't vote for the orange buffoon because he is just as bad. So if the orange buffoon is bad and Biden is bad, but you want them to vote for Biden, why? Why would you prefer them to vote for Biden than the orange turd? Is it because you're scared of what might happen to you? Or do you really care about the Arab community? Because according to you, both of them are just as bad. You have a good day.
Marcus has your glimpse into a world without seasoning.
All right, so here we go. The Mayo Sapiens have been busy this week, and honestly, all right. So I have a list of examples this week of things that I wanted to go over because white people have been busy this week. Have you noticed that?
Yes, the fuck they have. I think I sent you like one or two things.
And that's just the things that you sent. So imagine the stuff that I'm tagged in on top of the stuff that it's a lot. But I drilled down and I'm gonna talk on this one specific thing this week. Because and it's a lot of people in the YouTube comments, especially with this segment, and they want to refute things that I say, and I'll either approve or deny. Mostly I deny the comments, but anyways. A lot of them, like, they get on this segment and they want to talk about, black people are the only people keeping racism going for reasons like this and yada, yada, yada. Well, let me explain something to you first and foremost. We're not keeping racism going by talking about our experiences. If anything, we're showing you bitches what not to do. I'm tired of the people in the comments coming back and forth with the tweets every time that I post something pro-black. Pro-black does not mean negative white or con white, but you have literally all of the things. You have everything. We separate and we do things for us in our small communities because you've excluded us from everything else. We didn't create something because we didn't want you, we did create something we didn't want you to be a part of, but we didn't create it exclusively for that reason. We created it because the things that were already out there, you excluded us from. Mm-hmm. So we created spaces and things for us to go to. That ain't what I was going to drag y'all about. But anyways, since I went down that rabbit hole, just thought that I would address it. I wanted to talk about that. Did you hear about that gay couple that created the TikTok? Mm-hmm. All right, so for those of y'all that don't know, there's a video that went viral on TikTok where a gay couple, Caucasian, adopted a black baby. So newborn baby, just brand new. So he goes and he goes onto TikTok, creates this video where he has this very soft, I guess, what's the little brand, the little soft brush? Yeah, the little brushes or whatever. He's brushing the baby's hair back against the grain. You don't do that to black people, first off. Anyways, but he's brushing the baby's hair. While he's brushing the hair, he's looking at the camera, and he's actually, you know what? I'm going to insert the video right here.
I'm hoping to get this TikTok over to Black TikTok. Any black parents, we have adopted a black baby. Her name is Zoe, and I don't know what to do for her hair. I have this little brush. I have something from Shea Moisture. I really don't know what to use, so please, any black parents or anyone who knows what to do with black children's hair, please help me in the comments. Thank you.
Now, in that video, the both of you have seen it, correct?
Yes.
All right, so for that video, you're on there, you're looking at us, and first off, he opens it up going, oh, well, I hope this video gets the black TikTok. In that accent. I hope this video gets over to black TikTok. I'm just trying to find out what's going on with my baby's hair. And like, okay, first off, the baby's like 10 hours old or something. Like, it was something ridiculous. Why are you brushing that baby's hair? Secondly, it comes out in a report that this person is actually he or his partner, no, it was actually the person that made the video. It came out that he is actually a sex offender. Oh. And while it's not against the law to be a sex offender and adopt a baby, it is definitely unethical. And that's what has people in a roar. You look confused, Miss Lyric. Did you not know that part?
It's the fuck when? Because I didn't know that.
Exactly.
Oh,
exactly.
no, that just came out.
That doesn't even make sense. How are you not allowed near a school, but you're allowed to adopt a brand new fucking baby?
Exactly.
And all I'm saying is that if it were a little white kid, if it was Molly, or somebody forgot to mute their phone. All right, if it was Molly or Mindy or little Cindy Lou or whoever that was white, this would have never happened. I mean, aside the fact that you making a complete ass for yourself, because I was already over that. I was over the fact that he got on a video because he knew it was going to go viral as soon as he said, I hope this video gets over the black TikTok. Like, I knew, or he knew, that it was going to go viral at that point. So you did that to up yourself by then. I felt like he was going to try to make a market out of me raising my black baby. I really did. And that was already enough of a reason for me to side eye. But for it to then come out that you actually out here as a registered sex offender, and this still, again, not against the law, but just unethical. Just it looks bad. Like, what are y'all doing out here? This is ridiculous, and it continues to happen in a system. Like, all of this shit is just fucked up. It's fucked up. It's not against the law. It's not. He's not doing anything
I feel
that's
like
against
they
the law.
wouldn't have gave him a white baby though.
That's what I'm saying. If it was little Molly or Cindy, that would have never happened. But
and why are these people using these babies as accessories for their likes, to gain like traction for their pages? Any motherfucking I have a whole ass
talking about that. I was talking about that. Yep.
Like, for real.
Yep.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, seriously. Like, that shit was, you made it seem like it was lighthearted, but we know what the fuck going on.
We do.
And you was brushing that baby's hair a little too fucking hard for my liking, too.
And what did you expect? Like, what do you mean? Why does your baby's hair at that age need to be styled in the first place? Like, why can't you just wait? The baby is 10 minutes old.
That's newborn baby's hair. You don't need product for a newborn baby's fucking hair. How about before you adopt a baby, especially a black baby, you do your
research it.
Research.
You don't have to put no product in a newborn baby's fucking hair. The fuck is wrong with you?
And the crazy thing is, I was actually reading some of the comments, and it was a black person said, "Oh no, you're doing the right thing now with that soft brush and brushing the baby hair like that."
No, he was a little too fucking rough.
Either way.
I don't know. That shit rubbed me the wrong way.
It did. I mean, I'm just sick of this being the narrative all the time. And the fact that this fucker tried to make, because what you was going for, you was trying to make a career off your little black baby. Then that went left, and then they dragged you, and all this stuff comes out, and then it's even more white than white. God. It's white already. The fact that I'm going to make a profit off of my new black baby, that's white mentality. And then it's white mentality that you get over and you get overlooked and bypassed, or you just get swept under the rug that you're a whole ass sex offender adopting a brand new baby.
Allegedly.
And that's how I feel. This week on WRTR Real Talk Radio. The Caucasian.
Now, y'all parents, some of y'all, not all of y'all got to get on y'all job. Y'all got to teach these kids how to clean. Because when they come over here, they think I'm Major Payne. You freckle face cartoon. Because when I say clean, that's what I mean clean. You don't just sweep the kitchen floor, take out the trash, run water on the dishes, and you done. Nah, get the motherfucking baseboards. Sweep, mop the whole motherfucking house. Move the refrigerator out and the oven, bitch, okay? Don't pull it too hard, bitch. Don't blow us up. Get behind there. Get inside the microwave. Get all that shit. Well, I don't smell no bleach, okay? Put it in the dishwater. Get the Windex. Get the mirrors in the bathrooms. Get the windows on the motherfucking house. The whole house. Get the duster and a damp rag. Do the TV stairs. Matter of fact, wipe the TV down. I don't want to be in here sneezing. Get that dust up out of here, bitch. Clean this house. Clean the dog cage. Get in it, bitch, or live in it. Take the pillows off the couches and shit. Any change that you find, bring it to me. You don't pay no bills. Defrost the freezer. Clean out the whole refrigerator. Hurry up, because the food ain't like it used to be. That shit spoiled quick. And you know my little nieces and nephews, they quick to say, Uncle Lonnie, my mother got a cleanup company come to the house. And that's why she got them rashes. Yeah, not all of them, but some of them. The motherfucking Mexicans in there playing dress up in their shit, putting their shoes on, and she wonder why her fucking heels smell like Fritos. You know, some of them don't wash their feet, and they love planting vegetables and shit in the backyard barefoot. You in the house with an attitude, cussing your kids and shit out because you think they taking your shit, bitch, okay, yeah. No, that's a little cinturita in them, yeah. You only got 3 good pairs of drawers, bitch, okay, yeah. She done took them, bitch, and you're blaming your daughter. Stop blaming your kids for every motherfucking thing and stop inviting everybody into your house. You want to know where your shit at? Go down there to the Chipotle. Lil Rosie gonna be right there, bitch, okay, with your sweater and scarf on, making your bow, smiling and shit, chicken or steak. You down there staring at that bitch looking confused because all of them looking like that's her and her sister down at the parking lot at the Home Depot with your motherfucking Uggs on. All because you don't want to clean your house, so you can't teach your kids how to clean because technically you don't know how to clean, so you're trusting anybody that say they would clean. And they ain't doing shit for real but spraying Febreze, and you like, it smell good in here, bitch, and they robbing you blind. Clean your shit and teach them kids.
Take us to work. Take us on the go. Take us wherever you go. WRTR, Real Talk Radio.
You okay, Miss Lyric?
No, I'm triggered. Let's get the real talk. Let's get through these segments so I can go in.
What triggered you?
I'm mad.
Okay.
So I just opened up my Instagram, right? Just casually, just minding my own fucking business like I normally do. And then I see that little sis, Krishan Rock, then tattooed blue face on the side of her goddamn face.
Exactly. The girl's crazy.
I just can't stand it.
It's flat. Y'all took us through a roller coaster last year with all of the drama and all of the circus shit that was happening within y'all little realm. Because I don't know. But this shit, I have a whole fucking problem with. And I'm going to get to that later.
Well, and on that note, welcome to the second half of the show right here on WRTR Real Talk Radio. Now, as I work my way back into the idea of leaving somewhere outside from arm's length of the couch, right? I'm working into it. I'm trying to get out the house more. I'm trying to do stuff. I was going to say, you know what, 2024, I was going to see, Tigger Man's always booked and busy. I was going to see what he had going on and maybe like try to do a trip or something, just like we used to. We ain't been on a trip in forever, Tigger Man.
Been booked and busy.
I'm just saying. So as I work my way back into these ideas.
I remember that West Virginia trip.
Shit. I forgot about that. That don't count as a trip. That was a funeral.
I know, but the stories y'all had when y'all came back, baby.
That was a tragic.
It was.
Happy week. You hear me? From beginning to end. I said,
poor Tigger Man. He was so triggered.
If I would have stepped over those robo tracks, I probably would have been killed.
Oh my god!
It really would have.
The way they were looking at me.
Shout out to West Virginia.
Who's this black boy coming down here about to cross the railroad track?
Hey,
let me go get my right.
Hey, nigger, you don't look like you're from here, nigger.
Exactly.
Oh my god, we're gonna have to resurface that. That was
Trump signs everywhere.
I was wheezing that day when y'all told me what happened.
All right. So, as I was saying, as I'm thinking about taking trips and stuff, right? Y'all completely turned me off with all this stuff that keep happening to these planes. What is going on?
Joe.
What is happening?
Yo, I don't even think I want to get on a plane now.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not getting on a plane. We better be able to drive.
Aside from the Alaska Airlines flight where the door plug literally blew off mid-flight, the asshole, you got the asshole passenger on the plane a few months ago, or shit, my timelines are fucked up. But you remember that person that opened the door during the flight or whatever, and they was like, it was impossible. You had that asshole, and then what the shit? What is it? The wheel
came
off the nose.
During takeoff.
Where is that? Yo, how did that happen?
How?
And it just blew off and rolled down a hill. And rolled down a hill.
Mind you, the planes are supposed to be inspected before they take off.
They sure are.
They're supposed to
They're very extensive inspections too. Yeah. Like they don't fuck around because.
So how that happened is what I want to know.
Somebody didn't do their fucking job.
Somebody fired.
Somebody got fired.
I hope
somebody getting fired.
I hope so. Get them out. I don't never want nobody.
Maybe like that had to been me. I'm falling on the ground. My neck broke. My back hurt. Like
that's what I'm saying.
Hey, me, bitch.
Yo, I can't because you are literally like your job. I don't ever pray for somebody to lose their livelihood, but if you have a job that's that essential, that kind of job, that doctors, people that worked with your life, with people's lives, if you aren't doing your job right, you need to go. You need to be gone. Anyways, so I'm shook.
Yeah, that was.
It's a lot. All right. Wi-Fi's.
Who's Stanley and what he put in those cups? It has got to be coochie or cannabis the way it had y'all waiting outside a Target at 3 a.m. Someone on Twitter said that millennials are starting to get delusional about looking younger. And I'm sorry, but I have to agree. Do some Gen Zers present a little older? Sure. But the I'm 35 and I look younger than most 20-year-olds. No, you don't. You certainly the fuck do not, and that is okay. Personally, I can't wait to get older. Shit, I want hips and common sense. Just so y'all know, that white boy pasta and lobster shit gives the exact same vibe as Snow Bunny. Do with that what you will. My middle school bully was really a girl's girl when I think about it. She picked with me constantly, but when I started my period in the 6th grade unexpectedly and bled through my gauchos, she was the one that pulled me to the side so I could put my jacket around me. We love a real bitch. I have the capacity to celebrate Angela Bassett's Oscar and to be moved by both her and Regina King's speech, while also acknowledging that giving her an honorary Oscar still feels like an affront to our auntie. When I'm bored, I sit up and think about shit like which music video party looks the most fun. For instance, in Christina Aguilera's Dirty, it looks like a time was had. The party looks fun, but I kind of feel like the overwhelming smell of sweaty ass would dampen the experience. I don't judge crime that is born out of a lack of resource, but can y'all at least stop snitching on yourselves? Like the man who made a viral video about living in a storage unit and then was promptly kicked out of said unit. Ever so often I doubt myself by thinking, you know what, maybe I am just a hater at my core. Then Black TikTok comes and gives me the validation that I was right about something in the milk not being clean, because this shit made me uncomfortable too. Look at them parts, y'all. It's giving crispy. Why do you have roaches?
The Wi-Fi File.
Why do my children hate me?
On WRTR Real Talk Radio.
Why did my vagina burn?
The truth is out there.
Explaining the unexplained. We're answering why to the questions that you want to know and you want to ask us. We take your tweets at WRTR Radio. We take your emails at WRTRradio@gmail.com, and we're on Facebook and Instagram, WRTR Real Talk Radio. This is the Wi-Files. Remember, the truth is out there. Now, who's going first? Who's going first?
I can go first.
Who's going first? Then go first. Sorry.
All right. My why comes from me.
Uh-huh.
Why do people think it is okay to cough in your hands and then turn around and start touching stuff and spray your nasty germs?
Who? Where? Okay, where does this come from?
Co-worker.
Okay, what they do?
In our cafe area, kitchen, coffee.
Ew.
And then puts his hands
in the kitchen.
And then opens the refrigerator.
What?
The refrigerator, and I'm looking like this. I'm just staring like, are you freaking serious? I didn't say anything to him. I just took one of those sanitizer wipes and just wiped the whole door handle down.
Negro or Mayo Sapien?
You already know.
Okay.
You already know. You already know.
Okay. Well.
But I ain't want to say nothing because you say something. then it's gonna be a whole problem.
Is it? Because I feel like a world post-COVID, you should probably bring things up like that. I feel like you should probably, you know, have been like, hey, tap, tap. Or better yet, hey, spray, spray. You dirty. And yeah, you need to change it up there, friend.
I just shook my head and just got one of those wipes and just wiped the refrigerator door down. I was like, oh my God.
Okie dokie. Why?
The truth is out there. Because you're nasty. You're nasty.
Miss Lyric, what you got this week?
My why comes for me. My why comes for me.
Okay.
Why are some women willing to tolerate the uttermost bullshit in order to keep a motherfucking man?
Why?
I can tell you why gay men do it.
Post their son's genitals on the whole internet for the whole entire world to see. That's going to be on the internet forever. And then you go and get back with that said person.
Because they in love.
Why won't you stand up? Okay?
Stand
up! When I move, you move. Just like that.
I don't understand that shit. I don't like it. It bothers me. It does something to my spirit.
Wow.
Why?
The truth is out there.
The truth is out there, but bitches do not want to hear it.
Alrighty. So, this why comes from Q-Flex on TikTok. Eddie listened to one of our shows by way.
Q-Tips?
I guess he saw one of my. Yeah, Q-Flex, not Q-Tips. Oh my God.
My bad.
Is that a brand already? Q-Flex? I feel like it would be like one of those gel brands that you like kind of feel. No, anyways. All right, he's on TikTok. He came by our show. He wrote an email saying that he saw one of my TikToks and that he went onto the link. And so shout out to TikTok doing things for us also. Yay. He says, he wants to know why we haven't looked at the top 10 lists of things on Google that are mostly asked. The why question. So I did.
I have.
We have.
And they stupid. That's
exactly.
Did we do the top 10 things?
We have done it in the past.
Oh God, how many years? It's 11 years of this. Sorry, y'all. Anyways, I just wanted to note a couple of questions on here that kind of just gave me pause. Y'all are Googling, why is my poop green?
Yep.
Y'all are Googling, why are cats afraid of cucumbers? These are the top 10 things.
Yeah, for right now, for this year, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I was dumb 10 years ago. Why is the sky blue?
Why did I get married?
I was asking dumbass shit
dumb shit. Yes.
Because the truth is out there. I don't know why y'all asked, wow, why is my poop green? Girl, okay. Anyways, that wraps it up for this week.
Like, come on. Common sense ain't common, I guess.
Obviously.
Good grief.
Obviously.
I'm sick of y'all.
Why? Because y'all some... No, kidding. We'll be right back. News to make you nauseous.
I stole $1.3 million because God told me to. This is what a pastor said. Watch this video, and I'll be right back.
The charges are that Caitlin and I pocketed $1.3 million, and I just want to come out and say that those charges are true. Out of that $1.3, $500,000 went to the IRS, and a few $100,000 went to a home remodel that the Lord told us to do.
This is Eli Regalado, a Colorado pastor charged with taking millions from his followers in a crypto fraud scheme, a scheme he says God told him to start. Let's break it down. Last April, Regalado took to YouTube to announce that he was launching a cryptocurrency called Index Coin.
It is now public. It is now out there, and now God's going to make good on that word. Our number one thing, guys, is launching the exchange launching index coin on the exchange, and setting the rails for God's wealth transfer.
Regalado and his wife Caitlin began selling the cryptocurrency to members of his online-only Victorious Grace Church and Christian communities in Denver through the Kingdom Wealth Exchange, an online marketplace that they created and ran. In a civil complaint filed on January 16th, Colorado's security commissioner said that the couple raised approximately $3.2 million from more than 300 people. But despite Regalado's claims that investing would lead to wealth, Colorado state regulators said the index coin was essentially worthless. The complaint also alleged that the couple used some of their investors' funds to pay for things like a Range Rover, jewelry, cosmetic dentistry, vacations, and home renovations. Authorities allege that Regalado, quote, took advantage of the trust and faith of his own Christian community and violated the Colorado Security Act. Just days after the charges were filed, Regalado posted a video statement admitting to pocketing $1.3 million of investors' funds for himself and his family.
So how this whole thing started is the Lord told us in 21 to walk away from our marketing company, and he said, I'm going to do a new thing. And then he took us into this cryptocurrency. It was a different cryptocurrency other than index coin at the time. Well, that cryptocurrency turned out to be a scam. And I said, Lord, you told me to do this. Now there's people involved in this. What do you want me to do? And the Lord said, I want you to build this the way that it should be done. We sold a cryptocurrency with no clear exit. We did. We took God at his word and sold a cryptocurrency with no clear exit.
The Regalado story is the latest example of the dark underbelly of the so-called prosperity gospel, a controversial belief in many evangelical churches that faith in God will lead to wealth and material possessions.
Father, you said, whatever I touch will prosper and succeed.
Yeah, you got favor on you. Increase in favor.
Why am I blessed and I've never had a deficit in 34 years? Because I never changed my tithe into alms.
A court hearing for the Regalados is scheduled for January 29th. So far, there's no word if God will be testifying in the case.
What we're believing for still is that God is going to do a miracle.
I wonder if God's going to take the stand. Christians, Matthew 7 verse 15. Beware of false prophets that come to you in sheep clothing, but underneath are wolves. Y'all keep skipping this verse. These pastors keep ripping you off, but I'm pretty sure Jesus said something. Luke 18 verse 24 through 25. How hard is it for those who are wealthy to enter the kingdom of God? Indeed, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for someone who is a rich man to enter the kingdom of God. I'm paraphrasing. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go look it up. Hold on. Damn, I'm still good. That's exactly what it was. Y'all need to stop giving y'all money to these pastors. God doesn't care about the wealth of man. Not even a little bit.
And now, say what? News to make you nauseous on WRTR Real Talk Radio. Let's go.
These are some of the stories you might not read about in the New York Times, the Washington Post, or the Wall Street Journal. It's news to make you nauseous. All right, I'm going to go first. All right, say what, Indiana?
Say what?
A toxicology report determined that an 11-month-old Indiana baby died with multiple drugs in his system, including fentanyl.
Wow.
And another powerful sedative. Aside from the fact of this story, where an 11-month-old lost their life, I want to address the bigger issue that we keep having with people. It's more stories of people popping up in daycares or where their children are being given sedatives or, schools. It continues to happen. And I get it. Y'all got some badass kids. Y'all's kids. These little monsters be awful. But that is no reason for y'all to be out here doing stuff like this. This is ridiculous. These are children.
Right.
If kids get on your nerves, kids get on my nerves. But you know what job I'm not going to apply for? Anything dealing with children.
Right.
It's just that simple. Why do we keep doing this? Why do y'all keep putting yourselves in positions? Why do y'all keep having kids that you don't want to take care of?
People to keep it in. Oh, let me shut up.
You hurt. You real hurt. You angry.
I'm very disturbed.
You are fed up.
I'm furious.
Fed up.
I'm fed up, goddammit.
Just had it with your shit. Damn it.
I've had it up to here. Sick of your shit. All right,
Chicken Man. Oh, okay.
No,
fine. Go for it.
She said, I got next.
Say what? You ain't funny, though. This is fucked up. Say what, Los Angeles?
Say what?
The Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department has released body cam footage of a white officer fatally shooting 27-year-old Niani Finlayson in front of her 9-year-old daughter on December 4th. Finlayson called the police to report an ongoing domestic violence incident with her ex-boyfriend who was refusing to leave her home. Deputy Ty Shelton and his partner arrived at the scene, and the footage shows that within seconds of Finlayson opening the door, Shelton fired multiple times, killing her in cold blood.
Wow.
Following the onslaught of bullets, her body lay lifeless in front of her 9-year-old child. The unidentified ex could be heard screaming, "No, no, why did you shoot?" Finlayson was immediately taken to the hospital where she was pronounced dead. When the officers entered the home, she was holding an object identified as a knife and is said to have stated she was planning to stab the ex-boyfriend because he hurt her daughter and he refused to leave her home. He was arrested on the scene for child abuse and assault on an officer, but was released pending investigation. The LA Sheriff's Department has not publicly identified the ex. Records indicate, and this is what makes me most nauseous. Records indicate that in 2020, Deputy Shelton was also involved in the killing of Michael Thomas, 61, under similar circumstances. In the aftermath of Finlayson's murder, Shelton was removed from field duty pending an investigation. The Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department and the District Attorney's Office say that they are examining the officer's use of force. And Sheriff Robert Lunar is promising transparency and external oversight during the review process. Finlayson's family has signaled their intent to file a $30 million civil suit against the Sheriff's Department for her wrongful death.
That's crazy.
She called the police because the ex-boyfriend apparently sexually assaulted the daughter, and she is the one who is now deceased. Now her daughter is without her mom.
Crazy.
And the guy is just out pending investigation. The officer that did it is out pending investigation. This is sad.
There was no reason for him to pull out his gun at all. No reason.
Do we not use tasers against black people anymore? This is what I'm asking. Like, honestly, she wasn't even near in the video. She wasn't even near the ex. You literally could have used your taser to get her down and make her drop the knife.
I remember saying
firing into these black people's bodies like that. I just it makes me fucking sick to my stomach.
And you know what? I was just like, I think I came across a memory on Facebook where I had posted like promo for the show, and I put up that this week we're talking about, and it was something in regards to police having body cameras now. And I made a joke. I made a joke on that very same show, and I said, "Oh, well, now they can televise why they killed us, or they can televise us killing us, or televise themselves killing us, and then come back and tell us that we ain't see what we saw." And these are the things that continue to happen. I made a joke about it, and it's actually happening.
Yep. And it's so sad because the 9-year-old, they interviewed her, and she said, "I thought I could trust the police. I thought that they were good people, but they killed my mommy."
That poor baby.
It's crazy. That's crazy. So, my heart cries out for that family.
Damn.
Yep. Sad.
All right. Shit. Okay.
You're welcome.
Take it, man. Your turn.
Okay. Say what? Say what?
I don't know. What you saying?
Can I say what? Byron, Mississippi.
Say what?
Police arrested a woman after a viral video showed her bringing her 2-year-old son into Walmart wearing only a diaper.
I saw that.
Byron Police Department said they responded to Walmart around 10:30 a.m. on January 17th. The temperature outside on this day was 20 degrees with even colder wind chills. Now she's bringing this baby outside in a diaper, and that's it. 20-degree weather, wind blowing hard. Felicia Darling, who was an employee at the business, recorded the incident and confronted the mother in the store. She was like,
allegedly.
He's just an internet. Yeah. He's
no,
just
it's fact.
It's facts.
It's facts.
It's facts. He's just an innocent soul. He didn't ask to be here. So I took action and I started recording her. Minutes into the video, she threw cold food on the baby and he was sad and just looked down. It seemed like in his eyes, he was just looking for help. He was crying for help, said Darling, who said she was later fired by posting this video.
Are you serious? They fired her?
That's why I said it's
They
fact.
fired her.
They fired her ass. Walmart fired her for posting the video.
Yep.
Wait, didn't Walmart try to get them cold Raymond last week? Okay, you know, or I'm sorry, warm Raymond.
Walmart's fucked up, like for real.
The video showed a customer in a riding shopping cart purchasing an outfit for the little boy and dressing him while his mother, who was identified as 26-year-old Cambria Darby, flipped through her phone. After the lady in the riding cart put the clothes on the baby, she walked to her car. A cop was walking behind her and they arrested her and they took the baby. Officer says they found Darby in the parking lot of the business. They determined the child was clothed inside the store by other shoppers, but he was still freezing and shaking from the cold.
Wow.
Darby was arrested for child neglect and local EMS responded to evaluate the boy's condition. Child Protective Services responded and released the child to an approved relative. Darby was booked into the Hinds County Detention Center on bond, conditions ordered by the court. Meanwhile,
child was an approved relative versus being tossed in the system, because a lot of shit be happening to those kids who will get lost in the system.
Yeah.
I think we should rename this segment instead of like this show is like bringing us down. Like maybe we need to have a segment, say good things, and then we tell these stories but in a good way.
In a good way.
I mean, this is real life though. Everything ain't rainbows and fairies and
it's not
fucking gumdrops and whatever else. Like this shit is real. Life is real, and you know what I'm saying. Unfortunately, you gonna have these type of things come across your timeline. It's sad, you know, that we're still dealing with these type of stories in 2024, but it is what it is.
Look at the bright side. At least you have your 5 sex call.
The silver lining is that people, instead of choosing to mind their business, which somebody could have done in that situation, is they got that baby some help.
Yep.
They did.
You know what I'm saying? Because God knows what's going on behind closed doors at home, because she said that people have been calling CPS on her apparently, and all you need is hot water and heat. So who knows what else she's doing to that baby? She might not be feeding that baby or anything. Like, it's just fucked up.
And then meanwhile, Walmart said in a statement, "We don't discuss personal matters involving current or former associates. All associates are encouraged and empowered to use their judgment in contacting authorities when they see something that may be wrong. However, all associates are also expected to follow the Walmart Code of Conduct."
Well, okay, so I get it. She was fired for taking a video, but you could have taken the video as evidence and not posted it. Maybe that's where it went left for her. I get why she did it.
That's why she got fired.
However, our community came together, honey, and then raised over $25,000 for her.
Yeah. And I'm actually glad that you brought this story up, because this is the perfect segue into one of the topics on Real Talk up next, because I wanted to talk about the Florida advancements on that whole social media ban for people that are 16 and under. So we can get into that, but I'm sure we have a lot more because Miss Lyric is edging to go. So if you want these and more nauseating news stories, make sure you follow us on Twitter at WRTR Radio, or wherever be Twitter and not X. Anyways, I'm at MarcusSmoot. That's Marcus Smoot.
And you can find me on all social media platforms except for the porn sites like OnlyFans and Pornhub at lyricbravado.com.
And I didn't know. Go ahead.
And you can find me, Tickerman, on Facebook at Tony Tickerman Nelson, and on X and Instagram at Tickerman82, and my OnlyFans too.
Yo, that is funny to me. Anyways, up next, Real Talk. We'll be right back.
Lil Nas X has released a video on Twitter where he's apologizing to Christians who are offended by his new visual.
This way.
And y'all got mad the last time I made this point, so prepare to be pissed today. Not only do I wish he would have stood 10 toes down behind his creative decisions, I don't think it's fair to demand respect on behalf of that which has always been disrespectful. One of the most widely held principles of Christianity is that homosexuality is an abomination punishable by eternal suffering. Religion in general is the reason why globally it is very uncomfortable to be LGBTQ. And now y'all look at the people who have suffered the most under your belief system, and you demand respect and tolerance for a religious institution that has only given us pain and bigotry in return. Never mind that Christians themselves are notoriously disrespectful of other belief systems to the point of labeling them demonic. Never mind that this young man has expressed how he's been treated poorly by y'all even before he started mocking your religion. And never mind the fact that Christianity is not even just a religion. It's an institution that dominates Western society to the point that quite literally everyone is subjected to it. So it seems to me that if y'all wanted it to be this sacred thing that's immune to mocking and criticism, then you should have done a better job at keeping it amongst yourselves. Amen.
Keeping it 100. It's Real Talk on WRTR Real Talk Radio. We keep it real.
We're back. We're black, and Miss Lyric's about to go off right here on Real Talk. It's WRTR Real Talk Radio. Welcome to the cornerstone of our show. Miss Lyric, get it off your chest. Go for it.
Okay, let me just say this. I don't want to say drag because that seems a bit too much. And people,
drag her.
People should be able to live their lives how they want to, but when you post certain things on social media and you involve the public, you open that lane for people to give their opinion. And this is my opinion on Krishan Rock.
Okay.
I get it. You're young. You're 23 years old. You literally was born the same year that I graduated high school. But baby, I need you to make better fucking decisions. You have a whole child out here. Why on God's green earth and on Beyonce's internet would you go and get this man that has not only refused to claim your child, I don't care what he's telling you in private, publicly he's denied this child. Not only has he denied the child, he's put it on other people, saying that the baby looks like Charles Barkley.
Ooh, that's not a good baby.
That could be Tom, Dick, and Harry's baby.
Oh no!
Publicly has called you a whore. Say that you sleep around, accused you of sleeping with Cardi B's husband, posted your son's genitals online, tried to backtrack and lie about it, saying that he was hacked, but we all know that was some bullshit. Why would you then go through all of that, get his face covered up from your neck, move on, so we all think, into a healthy relationship, than to wait till this man goes to jail when it's a known fact that when niggas go to jail, They be spitting the hardest game to these bitches outside. Why? Because they're locked in. They have nowhere to go. They need somebody who's going to be there to communicate with them 24/7. Why would you then move back into his house after purchasing and separating yourself from your $2 million rental that you have and that you fought so hard for and that you earned with your money that you say? Move back into this man's house, right? Not only that, today, get on this internet and show that you decided, you made this choice to tattoo yet again this man on your body, but not no regular place. Not on your arm, not on your back, not on your chest, not on your leg. You decided to tattoo this man on the side of your motherfucking face. I have an issue with that. Us aunties in your comment section be telling you some good shit. And I know that we all go through life and we have these elders who have told us stuff that we've ignored. But girl, we've been telling you for over 2 years. Leave this nigga alone. He is no good for you. He is no good for your son. What he has done is dragged your mental health down. And now you are at a point where you are willing to accept not even the bare minimum. That is a problem. Why I'm going this hard is because, unfortunately, you are a role model to certain people. Certain people are watching your every fucking move. You have.
I'm not the role model. I ain't signed up to be no role model.
Regardless, and I'm going to speak on that too. Regardless if you want the responsibility or not, you have it. You have the ability to influence the masses. You have a responsibility. And what you're doing is you're leading these bitches astray by not moving different like you say you are. I know you're a godly woman, so you say I'm not all in here walking with the Lord. But what I'm saying is, what you should have been doing is sticking closer to God instead of sticking closer to this man's penis. Because obviously, that's what's going on. It makes zero sense. Why would you allow this man to continue to manipulate you time and time and time fucking again? That's why I said to you, you need to stand up. You need to be Krishan Rock for Krishan Rock. Not for the fans and the haters and for what Blueface wants you to be. Be you for who you need to be. And be the example for your son that you've had. You chose to lay down and make this kid. Now I hear that you've unfollowed your kid's account to follow this man who denied this said kid. It makes no sense to me. Girl, I'm not going to drag you like how I would have dragged you 10 years ago. I'm going to pray that you get it together. That's what I'm going to do. Because this shit right here, this shit has triggered me. This shit has pissed me off. I do not like it. And I know you have to live your life, but girl, make better choices. You might not want to listen, but I'm sure there are plenty of people in your camp trying to get you to understand that this is not the right move. Because guess what's going to happen when this man gets out of jail? What is he going to do? He's going to embarrass you.
Again.
Like he's been doing. And what are you going to do? You're going to cry on the internet. You're going to go live. You're going to get the fans involved. At this time, your fans, as I see in the comments, they tapped out. They don't want to hear. They don't want to hear it. You've done so much that they don't even feel sorry for you in these comments. Why? Because you keep putting yourself willingly in these same predicaments. And that is the definition of insanity. You keep doing the same things over and over and over, expecting a different result. Baby, I'm here to tell you, you are not and never will going to get it until you decide that you matter and you deserve better. Not only you, but your son deserves better. Don't settle for less. Settle for the best. That is my word to you. That's all I got.
That is a word. All righty. Tigger Man, what you got? Anything?
I don't have anything to rant on.
All right, so I'm going to rant about this Florida advancement for this this bill. Now, what they want to do is they want to ban children under 16 from using social media. All right. So the bill would prohibit teenagers from creating an account, and it's headed into the state's Republican-controlled Senate. Now, a lot of people online feel a different type of way, or they feel many different ways. In one sense, I get it, because your children are, if they're under 16, there's so many different influences on social media. And we have all seen the effects of what can happen when children are overpowered with emotion. I believe we talked on these shows or on this show before about how children, today have to deal with a whole different kind of stress than what we had to deal with, where, our kind of embarrassments or whatever were separated or segregated to just our school. And now these kids today, they're dealing with a whole different type of embarrassment. Now, I get it. I get taking that away. But I also look at the direction that Florida's headed. If you couple this with how they've been talking about changing up their education system, where children are, where they don't want to teach Black history or what they call critical race theory. Now, if you get into all of that and you look at the direction where that's going, then you want to take the voice away from the children. Like, you want to literally raise these children to be in, like, you don't want them to know the truth. And I feel like it's a double-edged sword, so I'm kind of on the fence about how I truly feel, but I'm looking at facts. Social media has been empowering to a lot of things that would have otherwise fallen on deaf ears. A lot of those videos taken by children of, where fucked up things have happened. All the Karen videos where Karens are just coming out and showing, and doing fucked up shit to kids. All of these instances where we wouldn't know the state of the world if they didn't have that platform, if they didn't have that voice. And I feel like when you take those opportunities, when you take those devices, when you try to regulate what they can do, in those instances, you rob them of being able to tell their stories. And it worries me, because I look at how we're going as a society. Everything wants to be taboo. Everybody wants to be taboo. And we don't really get to get out there and see all the time what our own experiences don't get us to see. We can't tell our story as Black people if we can't illustrate it for white people to understand. And I feel like a lot of these videos, I feel like a lot of this social media, a lot of these communications that are happening as a result of things that come off of social media, I feel like you rob children of that when you when you try to police how they communicate. If we take that away from them, what's to keep history from repeating itself? I believe that right now we're on this wave of evolution where we're talking about the things that have happened to us in the past so that we can pivot and change it. It's like we're developing, and a lot more communication is happening because of social media, because people are so connected, because everybody is saying the same things. The things that fell on deaf ears like the West Virginia thing, like we were talking about earlier, where it was a culture shock for Tigger Man. It was normal to me, but he's looking at it like, if I'd have went across some railroad tracks, they would have really tried to do something. And I'm like, yeah, okay, just another day in the mountains. So, I mean, when, you know, a lot of those stories fell on deaf ears because they didn't happen to everybody, or they were happening and there was no way that this group of people will be able to get in touch with this group of people, and yada, yada, yada. That's the whole purpose of social media. And then you want to now police who can and can't be a part of it. I just feel like it robs people of their voice. It does, because we're not there yet to where we can regulate, because y'all ain't acting right. Y'all not out here doing right. And when you do fucked up things to babies, like take them into Walmart in negative 10-degree weather and shit with only a diaper on. When you do things like that, those babies, those children, those instances, they don't get to be televised. They don't get, those stories don't get to be told. And then if it doesn't get told, people are going to sequester. They're going to sweep it under the rug, like these police shootings and things like that. All of these things would have otherwise been swept under the rug, and they've been swept under the rug for years and years and years. And these stories have not been told. And then we come back around, and now we finally have it to where it's in our hands. We can show the world what's going on in that moment to build the bigger picture, to build the story. Y'all said that you'd listen. You said that you wanted us to show you. We show you. But then y'all want to govern who can say what and where. It just irritates me. It was on my spirit and I had to get it out. So
you got it.
You know what? I think it's the age thing. I think the age should be lower than 16.
Yeah.
16, you become a little bit more mature to handle certain things. I do believe that children, like elementary school and middle school, should not have access to so much. I had an incident with my son where he was online and he didn't know how to handle this situation. A scammer contacted him through a gaming app.
Okay.
And tried to extort him. What they did was they took his picture off his profile.
Mm-hmm.
They created a little collage, if you will, of his picture and some random fucking penis.
Oh.
Wow.
And then what they did was say, this person rapes, this person does this.
Oh.
And said that they would release it if he was not cash apped a certain amount of money.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I had to call the police for this shit, right?
Wow.
Luckily, my son, he's very intelligent. He's quiet, but he knows a lot of people. He's friends with a lot of people. And he actually knew like a person that he was friends with from the gaming world, and was able to track the IP address, which I was able to give to the police.
Mm-hmm.
I think in these type of incidences, there does need to be an age limit on some of these apps, because just like there was a story that I read for Roblox, right?
Yeah, Roblox. Mm-hmm.
Where
Roblox.
A little girl was on Roblox, and mind you, you would think that is a kid's app.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
A grown man reached out to this girl, was talking to her, making it seem like he was a child as well, decided to meet up with this girl and raped her.
Oh no.
Because kids don't know. They have a one-track mind when it comes to certain things. Why? Because they don't have the maturity yet to decipher what's safe and what is not. That's why we have parents. We are supposed to be that in between to cover them. I do believe that it needs to be some sort of boundary for age as far as that goes. I do not believe that anything over that should be silenced, because there's a lot of 16-year-olds that are very mature for their age and able to decipher things. There's a 16-year-old teacher.
Oh yeah,
there he is.
I heard that
about her. During What Did We Learn Black? There's a 16-year-old elementary school
2 degrees.
teacher.
I think she got 2 or 3 degrees.
3 degrees. When she was 13 years old.
Yep.
Why would we silence her? I think the age needs to be calculated better.
Well, and there you have it. So you don't have anything to talk about this week, Mr.
No.
Tigger Man?
Nope.
All righty. Well, then I guess we just gonna get on up out of here and wrap up this week's show, WRTR Real Talk Radio. We appreciate each and every one of y'all listening to us each and every week. We try to tell you what's going on. Hopefully you ain't using this as your number one news source, but if you are, if you are, seek help. But no, honestly, it's just a recap of the things that are going on. So we don't want to tear you down. We just want to, say what's going on in the world. Yeah. Anyway, before we get out of here, my name is Marcus Smoot.
My name is Miss Lyric Bravade.
And this your boy Tigger Man.
I said it last week, and I'll remind you, somewhere, somebody is happier with less than what you have right now.
A word.
Just know your worth, know the weight of your blessing, and be safe out there, and we'll holler at y'all. Miss Lyric, you all right?
Oh, yeah!
That 1800.
Oh, you're right.
Jesus.
Exactly.
Yes. All right. I'll let y'all. Bye, y'all.
WRTR Real Talk Radio.
This week's show features talents from TikTok creators Goddess Mia, Chris the Author, and Lonnie B.